UFC 290 was just announced yesterday, and man, I'm not gonna lie, I love the card. I think it's great. UFC 290 is a very, very strong card. However, I have one really big problem with the card. We're gonna talk about it in just a second. Before we get into the video, though, I do want to say hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's talk about UFC 290. So, there are really two things that I want to talk about. I believe Deiveson Figueiredo is being ridiculously disrespected. The number one contender, the past flyweight champion, the guy who just took on Alex Moreno for the fourth time for the UFC flyweight championship. The dude's gonna open up the early prelims. I think that is absolutely insane. I think that's disrespectful unless the UFC comes out and says, you know what, Figgy's a little bit of a name. We want to get a little bit extra views on the Fight Pass. I think that's the only excuse. But for now, just to have him open up the card, I think that's crazy to me. And then you have Bo Nickal taking on Tresean Gore on the main card. Why would we not swap these? Bo Nickal is also somebody who will get a little bit of attention. Why not throw him on the early prelims? Just because, and please, I mean this with absolutely no disrespect. I'm very interested to watch Bo Nickal. I like him, and I cannot wait to see him perform again, especially with a little bit of controversy in his last fight. I'm not saying this because I hate Bo Nickal at all. Please understand that. But just because he comes out and says, I'm not a prelim fighter, doesn't mean that we should be putting him on the main event. I think that half the fights on the prelims should be there before Bo Nickal. I don't understand why, any fighter, I could get in the UFC and go, I'm not a prelim fighter. Does that mean I get a spot on the main card? I think that's crazy. There's no way that Bo Nickal gets that much attention, that he actually brings eyes to the main card. That's Alexander Volkanovski in the fights below it. I don't understand why you're not putting Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal, in my opinion, should headline the prelims. Give Robbie Lawler. It's Robbie Lawler's last fight. It's his retirement fight. One of the greatest fighters in history. I think you should put him in the main card. Why not give him that spotlight? It's his retirement fight. That would be fantastic. But it is just insane to me that nobody is talking about Deiveson Figueiredo on the early prelims. I think that's crazy. When have we ever seen a number one contender open up a whole UFC pay-per-view card at the very bottom? I have no idea what the decision-making was there. Fight Pass views are the only reason that I could think about it. And you're not going to throw somebody you're not going to throw anybody on the main card on the early prelims unless it could be Bo Nickal. I just think that you should just completely swap that fight, Deiveson Figueiredo versus Manel Cap, and Bo Nickal versus Tresean Gore. Just completely swap them. I think that's perfect. And again, please understand this. I have nothing at all against Bo Nickal, okay? This is the UFC decision. It's not Bo Nickal's fault, right? But, Bo Nickal, he's taken an opportunity. Can't knock him for it. I just do not understand the UFC's decision-making here, and I think it's crazy, and I think Deiveson Figueiredo, for all that he's done so far, he single-handedly brought interest into the flyweight division. People started paying attention to it because Deiveson Figueiredo was such a dangerous fighter. And this is crazy to me. I can't believe they're disrespecting him in that sense. But this is where I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know down below. Am I crazy? What do you think about Bo Nickal being on the main card? I would love to talk about it down below, guys. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new here and you enjoy it, hit like and subscribe. If you want to watch more from the Clenbat channel, there are videos right here. Check them out, guys. They're great. I'll see you there. Take care.